What a deck! Hello and welcome to What a Deck, where we play troll decks, rogue decks, and whatever the hell I feel like. I'm your host, Hardleg Joe, and today we're looking at Rank Up Phantom Knights, which is mostly a Phantom Knight deck. Pretty pure Phantom Knights. There's no Burning Abyss to be seen, although there is some Predaplants and a Kagamusha Knight, who is not quite a Phantom Knight, but he looks like one. And this deck is basically just like Breaksword Turbo / ranking up into Dark Requiem Xyz Dragon Turbo. It's just basically seeing what I can do with mostly pure Phantom Knights and getting their archetype now that they've got most of their support out. If you're just interested in the deck profile, there's a link in the description to a separate, much shorter video. I'll go over everything in here and explain how it works. Otherwise, we're playing 10 random duels against opponents on YGOPro. I'll be testing this out, showing you some of the combos, and hopefully, we'll have a little fun. Alright, here we are, first duel versus Crazy X Rage. Or I guess Crazy times Rage. Crazy Rage, perhaps? Maybe the X is just supposed to be implied. I don't know. Either way, we're going second, which generally this deck wants to do. This is probably this deck's weakest thing. Like, you don't really want to go second because or you don't really want to go first because there's not a lot of really good defensive, like, rank 3s you want to make. But going second is difficult because your opponent will often negate your things or make a really strong first turn board. I mean, he's got this Chaos Max Dragon. That's going to be difficult to get rid of because we can't target it. So we pretty much just have to beat over it. Which we can do, but it's going to take most, if not all, of our cunning. So let's go ahead. Ooh, that's actually pretty good. Let's see here. What do I want to do? I think I'm going to get rid of one of these because I have a lot. And yeah, we've really just got to hope that this back row is not something that's going to be messing with us. Because I don't want to be messed with. So we'll get those two out. Anything so far? Solemn Strike. Okay. Well, that is a shame, a pity, because I can't special summon another one of these, and that was pretty much our play. Like, once we get going, we can really get going, but unfortunately, we have to get going in order to get going. So what we're going to do... I can only search one. I can either negate... No, we're going to get this. That's what we're going to do. And we're going to set this. And hopefully we can do a little something, if you know what I mean. We'll see. It just depends if he tries to use this effect or just attacks outright. Because we've got Phantom Knight's Fogblade, which if you're unfamiliar is pretty common. It's just target an effect monster on the field, negate that monster's effect. It can attack or be attacked. So, I can use it on my monster, and he will not be able to attack me with any of his monsters. Not a common play that's made, but really good when I can't target any of his things. And actually that opens up for more play, so we'll just go ahead and special summon that. And our monster's effect on the field, not important. Mostly important, this thing. What's up? So 3,000, already pretty good, but what we're going to do, Phantom Knight Breaksword, best card, 10 out of 10. We can destroy itself, and another monster he controls. We'll pick this one for reasons I'll explain in a moment. And it's like, oh, okay, when he gets destroyed by a card effect, when he's been Xyz summoned, you could target 2 Phantom Knights in the graveyard, special summon them, increase their levels by 1. Which means we can go into Darkness Rebellion Xyz Dragon. If you're unfamiliar with this, I don't know how, but you could target a monster, half its attack, gain that much attack, and there you go. Now I'm at 4,000, I can beat over this. Or I could tie it, rather. Which is not going to be as good. So let me see if I can do even more shenanigans. Let's see. Actually, I don't even need... Okay, I think I got this. What we're going to do... I can use that effect more than once per turn. This deck is combolicious. So let's just go ahead, get that, hit this, use that effect again, more Xyz summoning, all the time, forever time. And this time what we're going to make is Rhapsody in Berserk. So what it can do is you could detach as many times per turn, To banish something from your opponent's graveyard, let's get rid of his Blue Eyes White Dragon, because we don't want him to have that. And because we could do it twice, we'll just get rid of something else. I guess one of these. And then I can equip this to a face-up monster. Bam! Gives it 1200 attack. And now I can attack over Chaos Max Dragon. Which makes me happy. I like to be happy. And because we banish a whole lot of things, we've got 2 things banished already. Let's go ahead and banish. All the Phantom Knights have effects. You can banish them from the graveyard to do things. So we'll grab one of these. No, actually. No, we've already got one of those. Okay. Get another Fog Blade so we can stop that effect if need be. This guy, you could put another Phantom Knight in the graveyard. We will pick Ancient Cloak, because Ancient Cloak will let us search whatever Phantom Knight we want. Phantom Knight card. And I'm going to take this, just in case. This negates attacks. And then we've got Pot of Avidity, which lets us shuffle up to 3 of our banished monsters back into the deck. Yeah, we'll just get all 3 of those. And draw 1 card. Recursion. So then we set a shit ton of traps. And your go. What can do, Crazy Rage? Bet you weren't expecting the 5200 attack. And what I'm going to do is just use this on him. This will give it 800 attack, and then if it would be destroyed, which it's going to be, I could just send it to the graveyard. So all that did was stop him from using the alternative White Dragon effect. Yeah, you go into the fence. I could have negated it with Fog Blade, but then I'd be unable to attack over it, and I want to be able to attack over it. So what we're going to do, we're going to summon this. Normally, not really that good. This is just useful for a Predaplant combo, I'm sure I'll share later. And then, Instant Fusion, just to get our spooky, scary skeleton, our level 3. He's pretty cool. And we'll just make a 3rd Breaksword. Hey, what's up? So this is just sitting here. So what we're going to do instead, because we know we can beat over that, is just, actually, yeah, we can't make a game either way. And we'll kill that, because we don't know what it is. That might be a little bit of a tricky pickle, but that's fine. We'll kill that. Get another 2,000 on the board. And what do I've got in the graveyard? 2 monsters. Let's go ahead and make that 3 monsters. By getting another one of these in the graveyard. Just shuffling all the things from the graveyard. Hey. And, we'll get another one of these because we're missing one. And then we'll just Pot of Avidity again. Which is our last one. We only play 2 of them. Usually you don't see both of them in a game. But that should set us up. We're pretty set for next turn. And we could stop a lot of different things. This negates attack, which is normally not all that great, but Breaksword doesn't have a whole lot of attack. And what's neat about it is not only does it negate the attack, but it summons itself, and then you can send a continuous Phantom Knight spell trap to the graveyard to draw 2 cards. So if you've got this Fog Blade just sitting there being useless, it's like, no, I'm not going to let you destroy that. Oh, he could tag out, I forgot about that. Well, that makes me sad. I still have 4,000. But that's okay, so now if he attacks with his blue eyes, I can negate the attack. This is sitting here useless, and then I can tribute this and that to draw 2 cards. So it increases the rate. This has actually turned out much better than expected. Because I should warn you, this deck is not the greatest. I think it has like a 60% win rate, which is like it's good enough to be on What a Deck. Usually you have to win at least 60% of the time, but just like barely. And the previous ones, like the Zephra and the Pendulum Magicians, like those had like an 80 to 90% win rate, at least in testing. So yeah, let's just go ahead, send these to the graveyard, draw a couple cards. Hey, we've got all these things. I could special summon this if I control another Phantom Knight, and I do. Just trying to think. I can actually make so many plays, I don't even know what to do anymore. Well, you know what? This is here. So what we're going to do, let's go ahead and show this last thing. Special summon that. We'll go ahead and use this. We'll kill that and that, just to get this into the graveyard. Now that this is in the graveyard, we can banish it in order to search our Phantom Knight's rank-up magic. A Dark Xyz monster with no material, which lets us get our Dark Rebellion Xyz Dragon into Dark Requiem Xyz Dragon, who is a beast. We'll just go ahead and attach to gain this much attack and make his attack 0. So, you know, just 6,000 straight to the face, unless he's got an honest. Yeah, this thing can OTK on its own, if your opponent has a high enough attack monster. I think it has to be more than 4,000, but you could still eat with that, and then like Phantom Knights of Breaksword. And then in addition, I'm sure you'll see later, because this deck kind of tries to turbo this out in a lot of ways. It's, during either player's turn, you can detach to negate a monster effect, and then summon an Xyz monster out of your graveyard, so we get our Breakswords back. They don't do much, they're just 2,000 attack, but we can get them back. So there you go, there's the first duel, went surprisingly well. Let's see if we can keep that up in the second duel. Alrighty then, here we are, second duel versus Alan, 171568. And we're going to go ahead and go first. I'm still going back and forth, but I think it's better to set up traps and have something going first than to not be able to do anything. Well, that's kind of a shame, but we could still make do. So what we're going to do, we're just going to go ahead and get set up. We'll normal summon Instant Fusion to get this. Hey, what's up? I'm a skeleton. Nice to meet you. And I think we're just going to go ahead and make Zen Mains, because it's the best we can do. And then we'll set that. We'll set our Twin Twisters. It'll suck to have to discard this, but it's not immediately useful to us when we don't get a great hand. Kind of the unfortunate thing about this is that there's really not that many level 3 Phantom Knights, and that is what they are best at. Nope. Can't do anything there. What is he playing? Ah, Evil Heroes. Or I guess, E Heroes. The evil heroes are a completely different thing. But, they can really screw us up good, because we need the graveyard, and he is going to make it so that we won't be able to use the graveyard. Fortunately, I think he's going to have a little bit of trouble getting over his Zen Mains, which should be good. I should be able to use Zen Mains to, get rid of his, whatchamacallit? His, Dark Law. Although he's fusion summoning. So maybe he's playing Destiny Heroes? Which would be better, perhaps? Evil Hero Escarido. So he's just got a whole bunch of an attack. Which is good, because it can't get over Zen Mains really all that well. I don't think heroes have much that can get over Zen Mains. Most other decks can get over... I remember when Xyz first came out, and this was like a staple because it was so difficult to get rid of without losing a whole bunch of stuff. But now it's like there's enough things that can like banish or return to the hand, or you could just summon like 4 monsters and attack over and over and over again. So do I want to use this? I think I do, because then I can make a play. So here's what we're going to do. Zen Mains, if you're unfamiliar with it, if it would be destroyed, you detach. And then if you detached at the end of the turn, you can destroy 1 card. Ooh, Honesty Neos. I mean, it's going to do a lot of damage, but that seems like something you would want to save for later. Ouch. So that took a lot of damage. That did some things, I tell you what. We'll go normal summon this because it's not that useful. And then we'll use our Fogblade. All the Phantom Knight traps in the graveyard have the same effect. You can banish them to summon a Phantom Knight out of the graveyard. And we're just going to go ahead for Fogblade. Hey. And then Zen Mains still can't be I could still detach again to make him destroy. I want to keep this here Because it won't come back if I don't have 2 Phantom Knights in the graveyard, and I do not. So, yeah, we'll use that to kill that. And then he'll destroy Recycling Plant so he can't do things. And then I'll banish that to get another Fog Blade. And then Zenmaines will be like, hello, my name is Zenmaines, and I forgot to set Fog Blade. I was too busy thinking about what I was going to be blowing up. So, unfortunately, I cannot... If I get OTK'd right now, it'll be no one to blame but myself. A sad state of affairs. I'm not sure if he could make... I mean, if he has another Honesty Neos, he could do things. That's a lot of attack. 29... Well, he's going to be 28 now, but he'll get an extra card. Now will be 27. I think I'm still alive. Well, now let's see what he fuses now. Ooh. An even bigger. Okay, now I'm dead. I was not expecting the Starving Venom. If only I had kept the Fog Blade, I would have been able to do things. Why did you attack that? Alright. I'm pretty sure he could have gamed me if he had done that, but he did not. Let us set these 2 things. Oh, could I have... No, it has to be a dark type. And Zenmaines is fire, which is why I wouldn't recommend it. Oh. Pot of Aquavitara. Let's go ahead, put these back in there. And... nothing, that's right. Let's see here. And very little in the graveyard. If I get another level 3, I might be able to do something next turn. This deck is really like doing a whole bunch of combos first turn and then not much else. And I think because I've only got the 1 monster, what I want to do is just Fog Blade on myself. Just be like, nope, I'm not going to be attacked. I'm just going to sit here in defense wall, and that works. Will I have 2 Phantom Knights in the graveyard, though? Oh, I will not, because I banished the 1 and then shuffled it. Sadly, because if I blow this up, it's going to blow up all the special summoned monsters on the field. Which would, of course, kill this, but it would also destroy that, and I don't want that to be destroyed. So I'm going to wait another turn, and hope I can get a Phantom Knight of some kind. If I can, I may be able to do some things. As it stands, I am the Stall Man, stalling my way through Stall Town. He's doing more hero shenanigans. Good old Vion, nice to see him with the artwork instead of just having a promotional picture. I still don't think this is out in the TCG yet. I'd have to check it, but I'm sure someone in the comments can tell me. I generally stick away from cards if they're not in the TCG. Oh, well. No Castell? If you had Castell, it would be over right now. You could have Castell. It would be... Oh. Okay, Let's see. Destroy all special summon monsters. Oh, only my opponent controls. Still don't have what I need, but he's going to be able to make Castell next turn, assuming he has it. I mean, I could make Acid Golem and just attack for a lot of damage. Yeah, let's go ahead. So, when we normal summon this, we can special summon that. Hey, what's up? And we're just going to make Acid Golem. Kind of a risky maneuver. If I can't have a way to destroy it, it's going to be the death of me. But it'll do a lot to him. It's something his thing. Oh wait, no, if nothing else, I can attack into his Starving Venom, and when it dies, I'll die. Yeah, because this is 3,000 attack, 3,000 defense. Pretty good for a level 3, but during each of your standby phases, you have to detach or take 2,000 damage. And you cannot special summon monsters while this card has Ixie material. And if it has no Ixie material, it can't attack. So there goes my things. But all he's left with is this. And I can do bigger things. Although I won't be able to use Instant Fusion, which is sad. Okay, do that. We'll go ahead... Oh, well. That was a mistake indeed. Well, not entirely. Let's go ahead. Luckily we had that Fog Blade. We'll special summon this. And in addition to just being level 3 fodder and banishing stuff, it has a cool effect that if you use it to make a Phantom Knight monster, or not a Phantom Knight, any Dark Xyz monster, it gains 1,000 attack, which makes this a 3,000 beater instead of a 2,000 beater. And I'm still not doing anything with this thing, so I'm just going to go ahead, blow that up to get rid of one of his spell traps, and then kill Vion. And then what do I have in the graveyard? I could do that thing, and yeah, at this point it's probably better because he's got few resources. I probably just want to search. So we'll just use this. Bada bingo. And... oh, I did the wrong one. This one can search any I really wanted Fog Blade. But that's fine. Phantom Knights of Wrong Magnet Ring will have to work. Which I have to say, this is like the worst name for something I've ever seen. Like everything else is like Ancient Cloak or Break Sword, which I guess it should be Broken Sword, but Break Sword still kind of sounds cool. Or like everything is like Destroy their Fog Blade or something like that. But this is just like, instead of coming up with some sort of disparaging adjective you could use to describe it, like it could be like Phantom Knights of Dire Magnet Ring or like Phantom Knights of Forsaken Magnet Ring. But no, it's wrong. This magnet ring is wrong. It's not the right kind of magnet ring. I don't like it. It's a bad magnet ring. Well, that in the graveyard I could banish it to attach a Phantom Knight to a monster, which I don't particularly want or need to do. Although, let me see. Do I have one in the grave? No, I don't have one in the grave. Although, okay, so here's what we're going to do. We got Ancient Cloak. He's an Ancient Cloak. His effect can give a Dark Monster 800 attack, shift him to defense mode. He's not useful in defense mode now. Let's just go ahead and get this, just in case. 3,800. Yeah. And then we'll go ahead and actually, we're going to search Silent Boots. Because I just feel Silent Boots you could special summon if you control a Phantom Knight monster. And so we control a Break Sword, which is a Phantom Knight monster. So I could special summon this, normal summon this, and have another play. Assuming he can even do anything. He's only got 2 cards, and one of those is Polymerization, so the best he could hope for, I'd think, is to just set something. I won, although I don't think I'm going to put an asterisk in there, because I usually don't put an asterisk just for my opponents being stupid. But he could have attacked that Zenmain's, I think, and won, and instead he went for Fog Blade, which I've been there too. You're thinking so much about like card advantage and how you're going to do things on the next turn that you don't realize you could do so much damage that next turn won't matter. It's interesting that there's always that duality between doing that and then the people who just worry about getting damage without thinking about what they're going to follow up with next turn. I'm not sure which is worse. Either way, I'll see you in the third duel. Alright, here we are. Third duel versus Raoun Burr. Perhaps that stands for Brazilian. Perhaps it stands for British. Normally they put it in some kind of parentheses or quotes or something. Well, looks like we're dealing with some kind of Dark Magician deck. And I just want to go ahead and take this moment right while I'm here to... to burp in a most rude and unprofessional fashion. I've been drinking nothing but water too. I don't know why, and I haven't eaten anything in hours. That was just weird. But yeah, I just point out these sleeves. If you like these sleeves, if you'd like to get them for yourself or any of the other sleeves I made, they're on the Patreon. I have a Patreon. You can help support the channel, help me do this full time, and create hopefully better content if I spend more time on it. Let's see here. And in return, you will get all the sleeves for everything I've ever made, which is pretty nifty. I kind of don't want to blind MST, so I'm not going to. Although I have enough cards I could MST twice and just kill everything. I'll be fine. I'm sure it's not going to be that big of a deal. So we've got this Predaplant, the Orphis Scorpio, as it's called, which is pretty neat. It's when normal or special summon, send one monster from your hand to the graveyard, which we want our monsters in the graveyard, so that works out for us, to special summon one Predaplant. And we have one Predaplant, this Darling Cobra. And when this is summoned by a Predaplant, you can add one fusion from your deck to your hand, or polymerization. An instant fusion is a fusion, so we can add that. Forbidden Chalice? Okay. I already have an instant fusion, so I'm fine. I mean, it would help to have another one, but if he wants to waste a card doing that... Well, plus I can't stop him now that I think about it. But I could imagine a time when I could stop him. And let's go ahead... I could summon that, yeah, we're just gonna go for Break Sword. He's not the best, but he is... Oh, actually, I could have done that. Damn it. I had plays, and I didn't even think about it. Well, fuck. That's fine. We'll just banish that. Get us a Phantom Knight spell trap of some kind. Perhaps, I don't know. I think I'm just going to go with this. Because I'm not even going to use it. I'm just going to force him to use one of his things if he has it. Killing this and that. Is it the Mirror Force he just set? Could be. There's the Eternal Soul. And that's when I know to use my Twin Twisters. Now everything you love is gone. So now he's got 2 cards, and I have upwards of 2 cards. So we should be decent. That's the thing, like, the Dark Magicians, I still haven't tried them. I've been thinking about doing it, but there doesn't seem to be a big demand for it. But, oh, Pot of Duality, what you gonna get? Going to get another Mirror Force? No, he's going to get that Dark Belusion. I like Belusions. They're cool. They are cool Belusions. I forgot. Oh yeah, but the thing about Dark Magicians is they really need their setup. If you get Twin Twisters, or in my case, 2 Twin Twisters, then they're doomed. There's nothing they can do. It's a sad state of affairs. So let's just go ahead, we'll special summon this because we can. I could normal summon it too, but special summoning is more fun. Solemn Warning. Alright. Just gonna get that back out again. Okay. Let me make sure. During either player's turn, act spell trap, you can special summon it. If you activate a spell trap, well, this is okay. Gotcha. Well, it's a good thing I have this in the graveyard, because I could just bring it right back. And do the same thing I was going to do before, except now you're down 2,000 life points. Hey, hey. And... I think at this point, yeah. Yeah, that'll work. That'll be awesome. So let's go ahead, send that to the graveyard to special summon this from the Banish Zone. And since it's been returned from the Banish Zone, kill you. And now I have 2 Phantom Knights in the graveyard. If this gets destroyed, and 1,800 attack. And almost 2,000 damage on board, which is not enough. I think you can activate something from the graveyard, I'm not sure. This is really one of those decks where people lose a lot of times because they don't know what Phantom Knights can do. Most people just use Break Sword as like spell trap removal. They don't know that if you destroy it, you get stuff back. Assuming you can make it with Phantom Knights, which is a little bit more difficult than you would imagine sometimes. But either way, we're good, we're doing good, we're going to the 4th duel. Alright, here we are, 4th duel versus Alcathar. My nemesis returned from another dimension. I don't think Alcathar is actually my nemesis, but he could be. Player's my nemesis currently, but maybe Player has just been Alcathar all along. We got a no extra deck situation. I was going to say chain burn, but it's looking more like that, which is going to suck. Although at least I can blow them up. Any monster sent to the graveyard is banished instead. Okay. Well then, let's not waste monsters then, shall we? Fiend Comedian. Toss a coin, call it right. Called it. If he calls it right, all the cards in my graveyard are banished. If he calls it wrong, he sends cards to the graveyard equal to the number of cards in my graveyard, which was 1. Which is how he got that pot of duality there, which I'm sure he did not want there. So let's go ahead and do this thing. Normal summon this, because we control a Phantom Knight. We'll special summon that. I could give it 800 attack, but I won't. I've got the 2 Phantom Knights. So let's just blow up self and not self. Ah, good thing I didn't flip that up. I mean, I like to mill, so I'm good anyway, but... There we go. And let's just go ahead and make Dark Rebellion, just because it's the most we have, even though we can't use the effects or anything like we would like. Although I can get extra damage on board, because I could summon a Phantom Knight by banishing that. So there's 4,500. That's a lot of your life points. My one fear, though, is if he manages to, like, get a Macrocosmos or something else that banishes everything, so that even my Ixty material is banished, then, I'm gonna have a bad time, because this is already on here. Soul Absorption and Soul Release. So he's going to gain 2,500 of those back at the cost of 2 cards. But I can attack for another 4,500, or perhaps even more. In fact, let's go for more, because I'm pretty sure that'll be game. And just be like, haha, fuck you, you're trying to do trolly shit. You don't have the skills to do that. You gotta be a professional trollster like me. Let's just hope he doesn't have Battle Fader. Hee. And we'll just attack for all his life points. Break Sword too strong. 2,000 can't be stopped. Maybe he's got a Rainbow Karibo. Show me that hand trap. Nope. Luckily I got that good old Twin Twister out first. That really seems to be the determiner a lot of times, whether or not you get Twin Twister against the decks where you really need it. So let's go ahead into the 5th duel. Alright, here we are. 5th duel versus Cancer itself. Can Hardleg Joe overcome Cancer? Will he be able to show it who's who? You have to keep watching to find out. Scissors. Oh, he picked rock again. I should have kept with my paper. Not that it matters. This deck is, like I said, it's either way. I could go first and make a Zenmaines. Let's go first and make a Zenmaines. Shall we? Shall we? Just so we got a thing. Ho-ho! Maxi, okay. I'm almost tempted to just leave these out here so he doesn't get a card. But nah, let's just let him... There you go. Your Maxi got you the same thing you would have gotten anyway. Just replace the Maxi with the next card in the deck. Terrible Forming. I gotcha. Even though this is actually a really good card. This is one of those cards that, like, doesn't seem like it should do much, and doesn't seem like no one's gonna argue like terraforming is cheap, but if it gets banned in the future, I would not be surprised, just because it's got that rota, it's like reinforcements of the army, like, it just searches all the field spells. Playing the Fencing Fire Ferret. Yes, I will detach. I wonder if he's playing my version of Fire Kings. It's the only time I've seen the Fencing Fire Ferret. And he's got the new Fire King avatar Ganesh, which has just now been announced, like not too long ago. Yeah, I'll blow up your spell traps, because that's what I'm worried about. When an effect is activated... Oh, we can negate the activation and then destroy stuff. Well, I may be up a river then. I thought this was just when an effect is activated, you could destroy a card in your hand. I didn't think you also negated it. But let's see, if he wants to destroy me, I could be undestroyed just as easily. Go ahead and get that. Banished. And we'll send this, because this can search the one I want, which is Boots, I believe. Yep. Boots can special summon all day long. So let's just go ahead and put another one of these. Special summon. Does he negate? He did negates, but he does not destroy. Oh, making it so I can't XD summon today. Touche, salesman, although I might have wanted to use that on... Well, I guess he could just negate and not destroy. Look, and that's going to come back and destroy... Well, that destroys all spell traps, so his stuff's going to be gone too. So I just don't want to set anything. Yeah, unfortunately, I've got a deck that runs mostly on destroying versus the deck that destroys all the things and wants to be destroyed. So, a bit of a mismatch. Cancer may be able to defeat me, after all. Unless... Let's see, I'm losing one card that I can get back. He's losing 2, that'll come back. I don't really use a lot of spell traps. I could negate it, but that's not really going to do... Then he's still got... Yeah, we'll just let him lose everything. I can use Fogblade from the grave. Oh, he's going to negate it and then destroy something from... I mean, this is going to get... Yeah, I want my stuff to get destroyed, so nay. You're not negating your own effect. Oh, but he could dodge out of it. Clever girl. Yeah, because the monster has to remain face up on the field in order to do this. Wait, wasn't it this what he negated? Interesting. Well, I'm losing these, but that's fine. I can just as easily do other stuff. It just sucks that I'm going to take some damage. Some damage! And at least his Ganesha's gone. Unless he normal summons a Ganesha, but I think he would do that main phase 1 if he could. Yeah, pretty decent. I mean, it can't... Oh, no, he could search it by destroying that. Now, if you want to know my thoughts on it, which I don't know why you would, but this Ganesha's pretty good. Gives Fire Kings the ability to negate things. They needed some negation. Now they have it. Although I guess if it keeps getting destroyed by its own Circle of the Fire Kings or whatever, then you're a little doomed. Oh, this is still here, isn't it? What a shame. Let's go ahead and try the Allure. That worked out alright. That's gonna come back. I'm trying to think. I could do... Yep, just do the same thing and hope he doesn't have another one. Luckily, this one will have at least... let's see. More Silent Boots? Ah, damn. I got him confused. That's a sad state of affairs. He's gonna blow up my shit. Oh. Fuck. Yep, for some reason I thought I had banished one of these when I needed to... I was one step ahead. I need to get gloves to get this to my hand. Okay, well, is his stuff going to destroy the things now? Or does he have some way that he plans to negate it? Now he's just going to circle the Fire Kings, get that back. But then Fire King Island will destroy everything unless he negates it. Fencing Fire Ferret stops this, but at least this is in the graveyard, so if nothing else I can make a play next turn. and then destroy one in his hand. I believe. When this is destroyed... Oh, special summon, its effects are negated. Okay, so then at the end phase, it'll get rid of my Zen mains, finally. It's got another Fire King Island. Destroy that. That's not once per turn. A sad state of affairs, to be certain. But 1800's not that much. Not attacking. Interesting. So let's see. Can I summon the thing I want to summon? Yep. Oh, it has to be a monster effect specifically. Alright. Well, let's see here. That can add spell traps to my hand, which is not... Oh, but if I put that in the graveyard, what do I have banished? Okay. Just trying to figure this out. So, let's go ahead for Levier. Oh, but he's going to negate that. Fuck. Fuck, shit, fuck. Oh, why don't I think of these things? I'm a Dumbo. Dumbest Dumbo around. Dealing with new cards, and I forget what they do, even though I just mentioned them. Although he doesn't know what else I have, so perhaps he's thinking, like, do I really want to negate this Levier? Oh, he just has Ghost Ogre. Still get to summon. Did I normal summon that turn? I think I did. Let's find out, I suppose. And also dig through my deck even faster. Unless he wants to negate that. He does want to negate that. Okay, so he's got Barong, he's got that. I don't remember if this was destroyed, which is the sad part of this. The saddest part. Either way... Oh, okay, I can only use one per turn. Yeah, I mean, I can negate it if need be. Although this isn't doing me much favors at the moment. Yep, so that comes back. And I'm just gonna be like... Nah. No attacks for you. Although I think I may have used too many resources already. Too many resources to do anything. A sad state of affairs. If I had just made Break Sword, I might have been able to do some more things. And I can just blow up that to get Garunix. Ugh, this is just a grind. I'm not having fun. I'm going to protect this. Because next turn I can use my Fog Blade to get another level 3 out here. And then finally do the things that I want to be doing. Hopefully there's still an OTK factor, especially now that I've got all these rank up magics. So let's get this back out here. And then... Boom Wakasha. And maybe he'll negate this right off the bat. Because this is when you use Rugged Gloves as a Ixie material gains 1,000. And that activates. Which kind of sucks because it's mandatory, so if they do have negation, you can't, like, prevent that. But that's fine because he negated the part of it that I'm not really bothered by. So let's go ahead, detach to blow up this, and Fire King Island. Break Sword will come back better than before. Cacao. And then he gets to summon something. Probably going to go for Garunix. No, Fencing Fire Ferret. Interesting. Perhaps he knows what is coming. Ooh, I could go for Rhapsody and Berserk and banish his things from the graveyard. Yeah, I think that's the better play at this point. To just be like, no. And also, no. None of these. And then now that it has no material, I can rank up magic it into... I've never made this before. But I think now might be the time. Let's try it. Normally it takes zombie monsters. I cannot... Oh, wait. I can only make dark monsters that turn. Well, don't I feel foolish. It would have been much better to do Rhapsody and Berserk. But that's fine-ish. I've still managed to regain control of this duel, and I have a 2,500 point zombie. Yeah, this guy, if you don't know if he destroys a monster, or not destroys a monster, but he can, that would have been destroyed at the end phase anyway. But he can detach to special summon a monster out of the graveyard. So I was hoping maybe I could take his Ganesh. Select an effect to activate. Oh, wait, oh, okay. It comes back when it's destroyed in defense position. I did not know that. Which helped with his Circle of the Fire Kings. A sadness state of affairs. From his deck. There's his Garunix. Which is fine. It's a pity I don't have a level 3. Or I'm sorry, a rank 6 that I could get this up into. It has never happened before. Well, that's fine, at least I don't take the damage. Arc V would be proud. Or whatever it's called. I think it's Arc V. Arc V's the one where it's like, but you still take the damage! I only know it because fucking rank 10 made a joke about it. Oh yeah, if it's destroyed, it just keeps coming back! I've never actually been able to summon this. I just thought it would be cool to steal my opponent's monsters. So now we're stuck in an infinite loop then, are we? This is gonna come every standby phase and blow up this, and then every standby phase it's gonna summon itself back onto the field. Well then. Let's see. Trying to think. Okay. We'll banish this to get out Bootman. And then we'll normal summon this, even though we can't use the effect, but that's fine. Because we're just going to make our Break Sword, and because we made it with Rugged Gloves, it'll have 3,000. And then I'll be able to destroy this by battle, and not have to worry about him coming back again. Although he gets to special summon one from the deck, which I don't particularly like. But there's not much I can do about that. I was half tempted to destroy it so I could do some things, but... Because if you can get this without any, just that, okay. If you can get this without any material on it, because you need to have no material in order to use the rank up magic, then you can special summon Evilswarm Ophion on top of this thing. which is actually kind of neat, which would actually do a lot for something like this. Okay. Phantom Knights of Breaksword. Blow up those two. That's fine. I'm pretty sure I could still activate the effect. And get the 2 level 4s for next turn. And if nothing else, I have a defense wall unless he Raigekis or something. Nope. Not gonna Raigeki or something. Ooh, I'd like to get this in the graveyard, actually. Although, this is, if you use a dark... Okay. Go ahead and normal summon this. Make Dark Rebellion. So we'll have 3,500 now? I believe? That's a lot of hundreds. Unless he's got another, Ghost Ogre. Which I wouldn't put it past him. Can I... 20, 30... Let's go ahead. We're going all in! Ha ha! Take that, Cancer! That was a long and hard-fought battle, but we overcame! And even though Vampire Bram didn't get to attack or do anything, I'm putting the blame on him. Thank you, Vampire Bram. I'm glad I decided to include you in this deck, at probably to its detriment. Next duel. Hey, what's up, everybody? We're fighting against Critical. Let's do this shit. That's my Critical impression. I'm quite proud of it. Let's go first. I'm feeling first for no particular reason. And mostly just because while I'm here and I have control over the duel, I want to go ahead and give a big old Hardleg Patreon shout out to Chris W., our gracious fan from Hong Kong, who sent us awesome OCG cards. Not sure if you saw our most recent unboxing, but he sent us stuff from Code of the Duelist, which is just kind of awesome. Get to see these cool new blue cards. So thanks to him. As always, give thanks in the shout out. Sorry. As always, give thanks to him in the whatchamacallit, in the comments. And if I pin a comment from this, it'll be someone who is saying thanks, Chris W. So you could say thanks to him and then also say something else if you just want to get in the comments. Because some people just like to be pinned. That's just how they register their life. Let's go ahead and set this. Let me think. This has none. Okay, so I've got one Phantom Knight here, the other one in my hand. I could banish it now to get a Fog Blade, but I think I want to save it so I can do better Breaksword plays next turn. Let's just hope that he doesn't have a lot of really strong monster effects that are going to OTK me. He's got a more than 40-card deck, but not a 60-card Grass Looks Greener deck. So I've got to believe he's either like testing something new or doing something weird. Okay, we've got Rituals, so this is probably not going to be all that useful. Rituals tend not to use many spell traps, especially if it's Chaos Max, which is really popular these days because he fucks over Zodiacs. Yep. Zodiacs don't like that shit. And Silver's Cry, which isn't particularly doing much for him. Because, I mean, this can't be destroyed up to 3 times. I mean, I'm taking a lot of damage. A lot, because this does double piercing damage. And then he can attack over with Blue Eyes, but I'll just detach the other one. And then he can't get over it with Manju, because, well, 1400 is less than 21. It's one thing I know, it's which number's bigger than the other. And then I'm just going to blow up his Blue Eyes, so the Silver Cry was for naught. It's as if it didn't ever happen. So let's see, how did I get rid of this before? Some kind of big Dark Rebellion. And now I can make Dark Rebellion because I've got these things in here. Although it's going to cost me some life points. So we'll go ahead and do that. Instant fusion. Get our skeleton. Ha-ho! Oh wait, no, that won't work, will it? Alright then. Yeah, because if I have to destroy a card on his side of the field. If I blow up Manju, then I'm not going to have anything to take attack from with Dark Rebellion. A sad state of affairs. Could bring a level 4 back, that's not going to help me. I think Acid Golem, then, is the best route to go. Because 3,000. Although I guess Breaksword would have had 3,000. And then I'll go ahead and get rid of that. To get this, that'll give me 3,800, which is still not enough, but I could maybe search another one somehow. And then we'll set all the things. Except this, because I'm still holding out for Twin Twisters. Although I think he's gonna kill me with Blue Eyes Max Dragon, isn't he? Okay, he's going through the trade-in. Actually, I could put that on Zenmane's. Summon a Blue Eyes from the deck. Hey, alright. Well, doesn't that just fuck? Oh, you're gonna get my... okay, that's fine. You don't appear to be using spell traps anyway. You've gotten the wrong one! So I think I'm just going to, yeah, I'm going to stall again. Put this on Zenmaines for now. And just let him kill my acid golem, because I can't, if I use this, it'll just get destroyed, and I won't be able to do things with it anyway. But now that he has this here, I could do that play, assuming I could get 2 Phantom Knights in the graveyard. Although I'm probably going to have to destroy a Phantom Knight to get a Phantom Knight. So, ouch. That's fine, but I could special summon again. So yeah, we'll see. I'll come back once I break out of this stalemate somehow. Alright, I think I finally got it. Assuming he can't stop the summon of this thing. Or if that's like dimensional bear, but if he was dimensional barrier, you already used it. So, okay. Use these two. Make a break sword. Break sword's gonna be like, hey, I'm gonna destroy myself and also this spell trap, whatever it is. Ooh, it's good that I didn't get that. Summon these two back out. No, I'm good. I could summon this when a Phantom Knight's destroyed, but I don't want to put anything that he can attack with Chaos Max Dragon. Then we go ahead. We're gonna make this thing. He's gonna be like, how do you do in FU2? 4,000. And then we banish one of these to get our rank up magic. We use our rank up magic to make our Chaos Requiem. Yo, what's up? And then I'm just going to go ahead and, let's see here. Yeah, you want to keep Dark Rebellion attached to it, because otherwise it can't do stuff. We'll put that to 0. I'll get 6,000. Should I do 6,000? Yeah, let's go ahead and do 6,000 straight to him. I should probably use this opportunity to get rid of this, but I can get rid of it next turn, and that way he can't, like, otherwise it would be an easy choice for him to just be like, oh, well, I'm just going to Ixie summon that since its attack is 0. And then, since I've got this in my hand, I can just go ahead and reattach this for extra negations. And then if he Dark Holes Raigeki, I can Phantom Knight Break Sword to protect it from that. So all the stalling paid off. And hopefully he'll use these two to make some kind of rank 8 that won't be able to do much, and that will get rid of the Fog Blade, because I can't attack this as long as Fog Blade is on it. That's the double-edged sword. I can use it on my own monsters to make sure that they can't get attacked. I can use it on his monsters to make sure they can't attack or use their effects, but then I can't attack it. Normally what you'll do, though, is you just use Break Sword and like blow up your Fog Blade and then their monster while it's negated. It's really cool, like if they get a Beals or something that can't be destroyed by battle, or I guess in worst case scenario, Marshmallow. Then you can just like blow up the Fog Blade, blow up the Marshmallow, and its effect is still negated while it's being blown up. So everything works out fine. He's probably trying to consider what he could do with his life. I mean, there are definitely ways for him to get around this, for him to do things, but this is going to be difficult, because if he activates a monster effect, that's just what I wanted him to do. Oh, you're activating a monster effect. That's pretty cool. I don't even know. Declare one card game. Add it to your hand, otherwise send it to the graveyard. And I'm just going to negate. Send that to the graveyard. Be like, nah. Surprise! No, I don't want to special summon an Ixie monster, because he'll be able to kill it in half with this thing. But yeah, that's normally if you don't have some huge beat stick that you're worried about. It's like, oh, you could negate it, and then summon out another Break Sword, so you have an extra 2,000 to attack with next turn. And he wants to summon that back out. That's fine. Or no, add it back to his hand. This is not once per turn. That's why I put the surprise thing there, because a lot of people think that it's, you know. Let's see. Do I want to stop that? Nah. Because when he wants to summon another one, I can negate that and destroy it. And he's discarded his other one. So I'll be like, nah. Surprise! Did you not know that Dark Requiem Xyz Dragon could negate multiple things each turn? You in for some trouble. Although I'm in for some trouble if I can't end it here. Although, unless that's honest in his hand, I think I can end it here. Oh, he's saying good game. So perhaps I can end it here. I mean, he could have moved this into defense position. He wouldn't have died then. Not that turn. But once again, okay, we hit our quota. We got 6 games in a row, won. It's pretty nice. This deck is doing better than I thought it would. Who would have known Phantom Knights could be so good? Maybe they're not so good, but who knew they would be so interesting on their own without Burning Abyss? This is really one of those decks, like, no one was asking for Phantom Knights. No one thought pure Phantom Knights would be a cool idea. I've yet to get a comment about it. But I decided to do it on a whim, and it's turning out pretty nice so far. We'll see if it continues in the 7th duel. Alright, here we are, 7th duel versus Ikari, which I believe is a Japanese name of some kind. I'm trying to remember, I think there's a character, Naruto, who has the Ikari. I can't remember, though. Getting kind of tired, getting kind of hungry. I should probably take a break. Also, my neck hurts. I know you tune in to hear me complain, right? Comment in the comments. But I don't know why, I woke up and my neck has hurt, and I've been trying to stretch it out all day, and it has not worked. It has only made it more stiff. And it's one of those, like, hurt, like, all I have to do is look slightly to the right, and it's, like, intense pain. But I'm powering through it. Mostly because I could sit here and stare straight forward into the screen. Oh, I'm gonna get a Tree Toad. I thought the days of Tree Toad were over. Okay, good. Granted, he can search Bubble Man, and if he can set those other 3 cards, then I'm gonna be looking at a Tree Toad. One of those Tree Toad situations. Polymerization. This seems familiar. Did I play this earlier today? He can set all of them! God damn it. Alright, well this is probably going to be the one I lose then. Because I cannot do a whole bunch of stuff each turn. Let's see, I could like Predaplant Scorpio and then die instantly. I could summon a Phantom Knight, special summon another Phantom Knight. Because I control one. Granted, I can block a bunch of attacks. And at least this way I can get something into the graveyard. So let's go ahead and try it. If he wants to use his 1 negation on it, he can have Scorpio. It's not going to be that big of a deal. What can do? Mask change? Alright. I'll just go ahead and use Kagamusha Knight then while I'm here. Because I can! Bada bingo. And then that will get this. And I will not search, because that would be bad. Let's just go ahead and make our Break Sword. And then I can special summon this, because I control a Phantom Knight. And then let's go ahead and make our Break Sword. I will set this, because then I can blow it up in order to kill his Dark Law. Nope. And it comes back either way, a sad state of affairs. But that's fine, because then I can do it again. No Dark Law, please. Thank you. No, I don't want to use that. That's when it's in the graveyard, you could banish it, discard a card, and draw a card. I don't want to draw 1 card when I've got something that negates attacks. I've just got to hope that he cannot, whatchamacallit, that he cannot summon another Tree Toad. I mean, even if he can, I've got more things. I mean, that's the thing. If he attacks with Bahamut Shark, then I'm negating. I'm stalling even more. If he summons another Tree Toad, he can only attack with that Tree Toad. And then he has to choose if he wants to use the negation on this. Mask Charge. Okay. Although, sadly, yep, if he can get that back. Oh no, he just drew another one. Go into Vion again. This is the one thing I like about Link summons. This is gonna screw up this deck. This sit on Bahamut Shark and Dark Law and hope your opponent doesn't have anything that works in the graveyard. Hope your opponent doesn't have 2 board wipes. I'm not playing a lot of board wipes because I already destroy with Phantom Knights. Plus you need to play a lot of the Phantom Knight spell traps to make them work properly. Absolute 0. He has 0 absolutes. Absolutely. So much advantage. Nope. I say the wrong magnet! What you think about that? Probably nothing. Yep, I think our winning streak has come to an end. I said 60%, and it was exactly 60%. Well, at least he used his other tree toad on that. Although he could send it back, but then he'd have to make another Bahamut Shark. Ouch. And he can't attack with that. And I've got no cards in hand, but I can recur a lot of things through my graveyard. Yep, let's just go ahead and put this in the graveyard, draw a card. Hey, let's draw another card. Let's put, what's banished that I don't want? This, and that, and that. Kagemusha Knight, you're just going to have to stay there. That's pretty good. It's pretty good for next turn. Got a Fog Blade. Sit on Fog Blade and pray. It's all I can really do. Oh, I could have normal summoned this and put Fog Blade on it. But more than likely, he has the ability to summon Masked Hero Acid, which would just blow up all spell traps on the field. But if nothing else, this deck can stall pretty well, am I right, people? Tornado Dragon. Oh, and he can just chain that. Fuck. I think that's it. I always forget about that, because this isn't out yet, is it? I don't think it's out yet. Again, I don't use these beta cards. Because they aren't, or not even the beta, but I try not to use the OCG cards if I can help it. And then is this going to kill me? Yep, it'll probably kill me. Most definitely. But if nothing else, I can use Fog Blade. And be like, yo, what's up? I'm a Phantom Knight. Go ahead and break my sword. I survive another turn. Stall-tastic voyage. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. And all the back row. All the back row. Clogging up the back row. And he can just blow up stuff again. So, yeah. I think that's it. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. A sad state of affairs. Darn heroes. I'll see you in the next duel. Alright, here we are, 8th duel versus Mon Rattle. An interesting name. Not sure, Monster Rattle? Perhaps it's some sort of portmanteau? Or perhaps that's just a name from one of those countries that I don't know much about. Or perhaps it's a reference to something. Mon Rattle sounds kind of like a town. Looks like we're playing normal pendulums. Now featuring all the traps. I hope you drew a bunch of normal monsters that you can't use. Oh, he's playing Spiral Dragons. I have to try those out. Well, I gotta admit, they're kind of pissing me off. They're not really, it's pretty much just like, get the, normal summon a monster, equip it with the thing, do battle damage, summon a Mythic Radiance Dragon, do a lot of damage. They're just like really easy OTK deck. All the traps. I see, you're not good at Yu-Gi-Oh, so all you do is just fill your deck up with traps and draw power and hope that'll compensate for your inability to actually play. Let's get rid of that. Whoop. Then he gets a normal monster. And then when a normal monster is summoned, he can add a Mythic Radiance. Alright. Let's see what we can do here. Do one of that. Do one of these. Oh, I have another Allure of Darkness. I should use that. So what are you waiting on? What can you do right now? I don't want you to do things right now. More allures. I'm the drawing master. I draw more than you would ever believe. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Yep. Got 2 of these. Even if he negates the summon, I come back. Unless he's got, like, time-space trap hole or something. Ouch! Why didn't it do that? It was just... Oh, I guess its summon was negated. Okay, well, never mind. So, let's go ahead. Set up for next turn. Banish that to send this to the graveyard. This will add another Boots to hand. So I can do that same play. Where are you, Boots? Thank you, Boots. You are boot-tastic. He doesn't have any monsters with effects, so I will get Wrong Magnet Ring. We are the Knights. I don't get it. I guess because of my name. Yep. I guess I would have mentioned that. My name is because it's Phantom Knights. I was going to name myself after a famous knight, but most of them have, like, really boring names, or, like, they're too easy. There's, like, you got, like, King Arthur. Okay, Fogblade's gone, but that's fine. He's got all normal monsters. This one, you have to target an effect monster with Fogblade. Destroy it. Okay. So he's just got all the spell traps, and he's getting that back. My main thing, he didn't hit Magnet Ring, and Magnet Ring can negate a attack from a monster. So if he's going to equip... Aw. Damn it. Just destroy all the spell traps. Stupid. Why you got searchable spell power? Yep, and now he wins. He's got all the equip cards. If I could have negated that one attack, I would have been able to do stuff. But now he's going to 20, 21, or 25, 12, and then he'll summon a Phantom Dragon, and then that'll do the thing. So yeah, it's just run the field spell, run like one of each equip card, run 3 Phantasmal. Probably just 1 Phantasmal Spiral, unless you want to do trade-ins. Because, oh, I thought this equipped to all of them. I thought when you did it, it equipped it and gave it the attack boost. Okay, so I'm not quite dead. He's still got a couple things he can do. Let's try and desperately try to do our things. Unless he's got a dimensional barrier of some kind. Or another one of these. He could have another one of these. Just while you control normal monsters. Set it face down. Well, wasn't that fun? Let's try something else. Alright, 9th duel versus my arch nemesis player. Come back to face off against the Phantom Knights. Will he has what is takes? Only time will reveal the truth. And we're just gonna make Zen mains and sit on that. Because that's worked in the past. We even got our Fogblade, which has options. We can defend our Zen mains from being attacked if we're playing another Blue Eyes deck, or we could prevent them from activating effects if he's playing an effect monster deck. If he's playing all normal monsters, then nothing will happen. He's playing Zephra, which I've beaten a Zephra before. I'm not sure if I can do it again. It depends how good of Zephra he is. I mean, I can use this on his Zephrui, so he's not going to be able to get his search that he wants to get. And if he tries to destroy Zen mains, I can be like, nah, dog. Ah, putting that into the thing. And normal summoning Zephrexicon. Oh, okay. No. That is going to stay there where you cannot special summon it. And now you have to make that, unless he's got another Secret of the Yang Zing, he could special summon that. Well, you can use that and then make a level 7. 9. Does some more. You can make a lot of things. He's doing synchro versions. Add that back to his hand. For reasons. Oh, and there's his search. He gets it via dang long. That dang old long. I considered running this, but I very rarely summon the 2-star. Talk about it in my own version, which was last week's episode if you didn't see it. I believe it was last week's episode. Oh, they're all kind of running together now at this point. Target one and destroy it. Okay. Oh no, he's just summoning one from the deck. What you gonna kill? I'm gonna avoid destruction. I don't want to be destructed. That's bad for business. And then he gets to search because it was summoned, I think. Nope. Make me detach another one. Yeah. And then... I'm thinking active... Oh, okay. Zephra War! Okay, because yeah, this has to remain face up in order to activate its effect. So it's like, you know, if I can... If he destroys it 3 times in one turn, then I can't do the things that I want to do. Fortunately, I've got some stuff. Banish that. Send that. Banish that. Get... I don't want to get this because it'll negate the effect and shuffle me into the deck, and I don't want to be shuffled into the deck. Let's get 2 copies. Normal summon. Special salmon. It's a built-in special summon, so we can't negate it. We'll get this. Although I think I may be doomed either way. Oh, I can only attack that. Well. Oh, but I special summon, destroy. Okay. Hey, hey, we're the monkeys. People say we monkey around. And I can summon this thing to let everybody down. Whoa! I can't do it in battle phase, but that's fine. I'll just make one of these. What's up? Let's try to activate that effect. Guess you cannot be targeted by opponent's card effects. But I can only target it with attacks, I guess. Interesting. We'll banish that to get one of these. Yeah, that'll give me more attack. Now I have as much as he does. We'll draw an extra card. Because I like extra cards, don't you? Comment in a comment. Hoo-wee. Alright. I'm gonna draw another card. Ugh. Wait, he's still got Zephra Providence, right? Okay. But I can blow up his back rows. Yang Zing Path will at least destroy this. Which will shuffle another thing. But then... Do I just have Fog Blade? Is that what this is letting me summon? Or do I have another one I can make a rank 3? Damn it. Oh wait, this is level 4 anyway. Okay, well. Mistakes were probably made. Unfortunately. He got to go first. He got to add his things. He got to have his counter traps. Now he's going to be able to summon again. I know how this goes. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and mark this off as another loss. I will return if somehow I manage to pull victory from the jaws of defeat, but I think it may already be over. It may just take some time. Alright, here we are, the 10th and final duel. I did indeed end up losing to that Zephra player. I took a short break, but now we're back. We're back with possibly the worst hand I've gotten. You really don't want these darling cobras in your hand, because they only get their effects when they're special summoned. And we're going up against dark mages, dark magicians, and we don't have any spell trap removal. And we really want those twin twisters. Will it perhaps be a repeat of the first duel, but in reverse? Now I couldn't even use spell trap removal even if I got it. That's fine. We'll just set that and set defense. Why not? Maybe we'll get lucky and draw two monsters that we need. Doesn't seem likely, but it could happen. Unfortunately, we're not in a good place. A sad state of affairs, to be certain. And he's going to summon dark magicians here and now. In defense mode. As it's okay, and then he can banish that to make a spell trap negated for a turn. And I don't like that one bit. But at least they're in defense position, and this only gets its effect when it's normal summoned, so seems like kind of a waste. But I mean, at least he's got that in the graveyard, so he can negate my spell traps if need be. If that's something he wants to be doing. Let's see here. Does this have any effect in the graveyard? Tribute 1, okay. So, I'm just going to normal summon that. And your move. And so, I can take a little bit less damage. I'll activate this, whether he negates it or not or whatever. If it gets destroyed, then I can summon things next turn. Assuming he doesn't banish my things instantly. Who knows what he has now. Just add a Magician's Navigation so he can banish something next turn. Yep, sadly. I forget if I have 2 or 3 of these. I think it's just 2. We'll see what he attacks with first. But unfortunately, this may have been a sad first duel. It's just weird, I said it, I think at the beginning of this, I was like, this has a 60% win rate. And then it instantly went from, and then we won 6 and lost 4. Or it looks like we're losing 4. I don't give up. I don't surrender. But it's an uphill battle for sure. But we won a few uphill battles earlier. Just odd how that happened to go exactly as planned. 65, okay. And then 16. Ouch. That's a lot of damage, I tell you what. Let's see here. Yeah, I do play 3 of them, and I happen to get all 3, and perhaps that is why you shouldn't play 3 of them. Let's see. Oh, this wasn't destroyed, that's what I was thinking. Okay. And this isn't a Phantom Knight. Well, let's just go ahead and hope that nothing bad happens, but it'll probably, something bad will happen. Maybe he doesn't have a Dark Magician in his hand, so he can't do that thing. Hey, everything worked out better than expected. I'm just going to move this to defense mode just in case. We'll normal summon this. That'll let us special summon our Kagemusha Knight. Or Knigget, if you like to be special. Remember watching this thing about stuff? Oh, Eternal Soul, and I've got nothing to destroy. Well, maybe he'll banish this. No, he's just going to add Dark Magic Attack. Okay. That might work out surprisingly well for me if he can't stop this. Because, you know, I've got this, and if I blow up Eternal Soul, it destroys all monsters he controls. Hey, with the monkeys. See, so I've got that. I don't have the 2 in the graveyard, do I? Nope. Oh, wait. No, there's just 1 there. Okay. So what I really need is 2 of those, but I don't have 2 of those. But if I can survive, if this can survive for another turn, what's up? Yeah, I'll destroy that instead. 2,000. But yeah, if this can survive for another turn and I can use its effect, then I can use rank up magic on it. Oh no, I don't control Spellcaster. Oh, but he didn't control Spellcaster either. Ooh, Twin Twisters. Just what I always wanted. Okay, so we'll use one of these, because I don't want to get rid of either of those or that. Oh yeah, let's go ahead. Kill those. Then we'll activate this and rank up into Ophion. Because he wants to summon monsters that are higher than level 7, and now he cannot. I can protect it once. Yeah, let's go ahead. Let's just hope he doesn't have like 2 mirror forces, then I might be doomed. But just 1 mirror force I can protect from. Because Ophion, if you don't know, you can't special summon level 5 or higher monsters. We'll set that for now. Next turn we can blow up his things. But now he is unable to special summon Dark Magicians. And I can't even activate that anyway, so let's go ahead and kill these. Oh, what a shame to have happened. Somehow, from the jaws of defeat, I have managed to well, I haven't yet. I still have 700. If he has Ukazi, I'm fucking dead. Magician's Rod. So he can do some things. He can get a Dark Magician Spell Trap, Eternal Soul. But he's not going to be able to summon his Dark Magician like he wants to. Unless he has some way to negate a monster from the graveyard. And then turn that back on just in case. Alright. Will he be able to do anything with Eternal Soul? Problem? Can't special summon level 7s, can you? It's all your Dark Magicians. All you could do is add 1,000 knives. And that won't save you from the Ophion. Oh wait, what's the set? Oh. Okay. I'll just attack directly then. Yay! So there we go. Well, I got 7 out of them. I didn't expect that, but once again, Fog Blade on my own monster turned out to be surprisingly well, and the clutch Evilswarm Ophion, which I'm glad I could bust that out once. I think that covers just about everything in the extra deck. You know what? I'll see you on the end screen. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Rake Up Phantom Knights. Looks like it went 7-3, which is, like I said, a little bit better than I was expecting to do. Probably not the most competitive deck, especially against newer stuff. It really kind of dependent on its normal summon and getting things into the graveyard. Like I said, I specifically went without using Burning Abyss. Dante helps this out a fair amount. You've got some things you don't want in the graveyard, but quite a few things you want in the graveyard set up. So I'm sure someone can come up with a better thing, but that's what Phantom Knights do. You've seen they can rank up, you can do Break Sword Turbo, you can do shenanigans with all the spell traps. So hopefully you enjoyed it. Next time, I think I'm either going to be looking at Performapals to do one more Pendulum deck before Link summons, or possibly the Spiral Serpents. We'll see. Or maybe neither, if neither of them works. I haven't started yet. Sometimes I get ideas and they don't work out. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. Until next time, good luck, and have fun.